Hi everyone, welcome you all learning online season. Standard 7, subject history, lesson number 1, topic the sources of history. Through this lesson, we will learn first to understand that geographical conditions and different types of sources. See, we are all locked in the houses, but still we getting information about happening around the world. So the sources means the medium or the way or through way or things through which we can get information about different types of sources that we learn deeply. Now I am going to start lesson number 1, sources of history. We studied ancient Indian history last year. This year we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. Broadly, the period from the 9th century CE till the end of 18th century CE is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. See again, the period from the ninth century CE means Christian era, CE means Christian era, till the end of the 18th century CE considered to be the middle. In between, this is called medieval period of Indian history. In this lesson we are going to study the sources of medieval history. It is now we are going to learn our sources of medieval history. In this lesson we deeply study by the sources of medieval history. History gives us chronological, scientific and systematic account of past event. History gives us a chronological, scientific and systematic account of past event. See, what we learn from history? Suppose you have a question, what we learn from history? We learn from history chronological, scientific and systematic account of past event. Chronological means records of events. Paragraph next. For factors are very important from the viewpoint of history. They are individuals, society, place and time. History must be based on authentic evidence or proof. These proofs are known as the sources of history. See, four things are very important. Which are they? That is individual, society, place and time. Place is related to geography or geographical condition. Place is related to the geography and geographical condition. In 6th we learned that. Children, do you know about the geographical condition? Geographical condition means the geographical condition of weather, climate, etc. This is called geographical conditions. In this history, first of all, verify the historical object. This proof is known as sources of history. See again, in this history, first upon verify the historical object. This proof is known as the sources of history. Let us classify these sources into material sources, written sources and oral sources. To learn more about them, let us also evaluate the sources of history. See, it is classified into three sources. History is classified into three sources of history. Which one? The first one material sources, second one written sources and third oral sources. We deeply studied about this. We have to consider many factors related to the historical event that we want to study. It is necessary to support our study with the historical sources. These sources have to be verified. We have to see whether they are authentic. It is necessary to use these sources judiciously and only after critical analysis. It means authentic means truthful. And judiciously means with the good judgment. That we learn historical sources. First of all, that sources are authentic or truthful. When we learn that sources, we understood that is authentic and truthful. Fort have an important place among material sources. Same major types of forts are hill fort, forest fort, sea fort, and fort on the plain. Monuments include samadhis. Monuments include samadhis, grave, virgala, and building include palaces, ministerial mansions, quarter. It means queen quarter means Ranivasa, and also houses of common people. See, in this line, in this paragraph, there is said that there are major types of fort. There are major types of fort. Which one they are? Fort are like hill fort, forest fort, sea fort, and forts on the plain. It is that types of different types of fort. And different hard word is next hard word, monuments. Monument means statue. We can see different types of statue like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Mahatma Gandhi, etc. See, monuments included palaces, ministerial, then mansions and queen quarter, etc. Second, material sources. Material sources, see, physical source, there is given diagram. Physical sources, which one included in the physical sense? First upon memorials, then buildings, third cave sculpture, fourth inscription, then coin, then copper plates, then fourth, that is the types of material sources. Let's learn. Since ancient time, coins like kaudi, damdi, dhela, pai, paisa, ana, and rupee now our current currency, were used. Some local items. Item means, what is mean by items? Item means the speech. Item means the items or proverb are based on the coin. Example, एक फुट की कौड़ी देणार नाही, एक फुट की कौड़ी देणार आहे. Here futki kaudi means the lowest bit of money. Futki kaudi means lowest currency of the coin. Then sola ana such means 100% true. Sola ana such, it means 100% true. Next paragraph. The coins made by different rulers using metal like gold, silver, copper are important sources of history. See, the coins made up of different types of rulers using the metal. They are using the metals like gold, silver, copper, and are important sources of history. These are important source of history. From this coin we learn about the ruler, like the ruler, their period, governance, religious ideas, personal detail, etc. What is in this this mean? In the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj period, there are Shivrai coin used. In this Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj period, there are Shivrai coin used. From this coin, we learn about the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Ashtapradhan Mandal, Peshwai, etc. We got different types of information about that coins. Similarly, we also learn about the financial transaction and economic condition prevailing at that time. We also see how far metallurgy had advanced in that period. From the images of Ram Sita on the coin of Emperor Akbar or Shiva Parvati on the coin of Hyder Ali, we see the religious coordination of those. Sir, it is what say. We also see far metallurgy had advanced in that period. From the images Ram Sita on the coin Emperor Akbar. In that Emperor Akbar, in that period, they are using the images of Ram Sita and Shiv Parvati. Then Shiv Parvati on the coins of Hyder Ali and Hyder Ali using the images of Shiv Parvati. We see religious coordination of those days. The Peshwas used the Arabic or Persian languages. The Peshwas they are using the Arabic and Persian languages on their coin. This threw light on the use of the language in that period. See, lots of things we learn from this history. Suppose Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was king, which technique they used to conquer the territories and how to prevent Swaraj, that we copied current period. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall, etc. For example, the inscription found in the Brihadishwara temple premises the Tanjavur. Then many inscription of the period of the Chalukya, Rashtrakuta, Chola and Yadav king have been found. See, when we visit the historical place, there are a beautiful inscription seen on the wall or stone. See, everyone go on Raigad Fort. See, those are going. See, foot of the Raigad Fort, there is a big example of the carving on a stone. Hiroji Indarkar built the Raigad Fort. They are written सेवेचे ठाई तत्पर हिरोजी इंदुलकर. Like that, lot of example we are seen different types of historical places. An inscription is considered to be a very important and reliable sources of history. It is helped us to understand features like the language, script, social life of a period. Inscription carved on a sheet of copper are known as copper plates. Royal edicts, verdicts, etc. are the inscribed on copper plates. In Yadav and Chola period help us to understand the features like the language and script, social life of a period. Edicts mean ordinance, in Hindi farman. Ordinance means farman, and verdicts means decision, taken a different type of decision. Do you know Chaityas, Virhas, temples, church, mosques, agris, durgas, mukbaras, gurudwaras, monuments, sculptures, wells, minarets, village boundaries and gates, weapon, utensil, ornaments, cloth, decorative articles, toys, implement, musical instrument, they are all material sources of history. Suppose you have a question, which is the material sources of water out? They are given. Do you know the 4th line that you write? Second important point is written sources. Written sources. We learn about the significant historical events in the medieval period from sources like the writing style of script like Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi, etc. That is languages. As also from the varieties of different languages, Burja Patras, religious manuscript, treaties, edicts, decrees, biographies, paintings, etc. We can gather information about the food items, attire, conventions, and the rules of conduct of the people, festivals, and about people's life, etc. From these sources of this type of called written sources of history. It means that written sources are the sources that are available in any written form. Written sources means sources are the sources that are available in any written form. The written sources came under the category of literacy sources that include records, manuscripts, official document, inscription, etc. See the structure given the written sources. First of all, documents of proceeding in the court of king. Second, genealogies, Shakauli, then correspondence dispatch, next judicial verdicts ordered, then treatise biographies, then travelogues of foreign travelers, and then chronicles Tawarik. These are all sources of history. Next page, turn the page. During this period, travelers from other countries came to India. In this medieval period, travelers from other countries came to India. They have written travelogues of accounts of their travel. Some of them are A.L. Biruni. What is the name of them? Travelogues A.L. Biruni, Ibn Battuta, Niccolao Manucci, etc. Then Babar's biography, Shri Shiv Bharat or Sanskrit biography of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, composed by the poet. Who composed that? Poet Paramanand, as well as various other biographies of different rulers and their correspondents, help to us understand the policies and administrative system of the ruler and the diplomatic relationship with other. For example, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, he was a great ruler in our Indian history. That we learn next chapter. Next paragraph. Tawarik or Tariq means the sequence of event. Tawarik written by El Burani, Ziuddin Barani, Maulana Ahmad, Yahya bin Ahmad, Mirza Haider, Bhimsen Saxena, etc. Suppose you have a question. What is Tawarik or Tariq? So what you will give answer? Tawarik or Tariq means the sequence of events or sequence of past events. फिर भी चलेगा. And Tawarik written by the who wrote the Tawarik? Tawariks written by the A.L. Burani, Ziuddin Barani, Maulana Ahmad, Yahya bin Ahmad, Mirza Haider, Bhimsen Saxena, etc. are available. Next paragraph. Bakar is a type of chronicle that originated in Maharashtra. Bakar. Chronicles help in understanding aspects like the contemporary political happenings, linguistic transaction, culture, life, social condition, etc. Many of the chronological in the Marathi were written many years after the event had occurred. As a result, they are seen to rely on hearsays. Then some of these chronicles are माहिक वाटीची बखर, सभासद बखर, चिटणीसाची बखर, भाऊ साहेबांची बखर, etc. The work of contemporary Western historian like Robert Arm, MC Sprengel and Grant Duff are also important. See what is seen in this paragraph? Bakar means is a form of historical narrative written in the Marathi prose. It is historical narrative written in Marathi prose. More than 200 Bakars were written in the 17th to 19th century. That is not given in book. That is for your extra knowledge. See again. Bakar means is a form of historical narrative written in the Marathi prose. More than 200 Bakar were written in the 17th to 19th century. The work of contemporary Western historians like Robert Arm, M.S. Sprengel and Grant Duff are also important. They are important for helping this. Next, oral sources. We understand various aspects of a folk life through folk literature, traditionally passed on from generation to generation. Some examples are Ovid's folk song, Povada's folk tale, legends, and the myths. Such type of sources are called oral sources of history. It means oral sources pass on from one generation to the another generation. Myths means an idea or strong which many people believe, but does not exist or it is false. And proverb means give advice. That something is generally true in life. That is hard work. Write on your notebook. Next paragraph. History is written with the help of the three types of sources mentioned above. Even after it is been written down, research on it goes on continuously. New sources and information come out light through this research. Then history has to be rewritten accordingly. We can say that our history books and those of our parents or grandparents differ to a certain extent. See, History is written with the help of the three types of sources. Which are they? The material sources and written material sources, oral sources, and written sources. There are three important sources. In these sources, accuracy depend on the truthness. Accuracy depend on truthness. Truthness is very important factor in the history. See, do you know the povadas of Tanaji? There are different povadas. There are different types of povada. One of them in Marathi movie मी शिवाजी राजे भोसले बोलतोय. In that movie, it is povada related to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, that Afzal Khan Vadh. The next povada is the povada. Povada is given below is an extract from the povada composed by Tulsidas Shahir. He portrays the Kondhana campaign in it. The povada contains beautiful character sketches of Tanaji, शेलर मामा, शिवाजी महाराज, वीर माता जिजाबाई एक्सेट्रा. सी, मामा बोलाया तो लागला 80 वर्षाचा म्हातारा, लगीन राहिले रायबाचे तो मजला सांगावी, माझ्या तानाजी सुभेदारा जे गेले सिंहगडाला, त्याचे पाठीरे पाहिले नाही पुढारे पाहिले, ज्याने अंबारे खाईला बाठा बुरुजा लाविला, त्याने झाडं होईने आंबे बांधिले, किल्ला हाती नाही आला, सिंहगड किल्ल्याची वार्ता काढू नका तानाजी सुभेदारा, जे गेले सिंहगडाला ते मरुनाशी गेले, तुमचा सपाटा होईल असे बोलू नका रे मामा. मामा म्हणजे मामा मीन्स हू, शेलार मामा. आम्ही सूरमर्द क्षत्री नाही भिनार मरणाला. सी, next point, evaluating the sources of history. It is necessary to take certain precaution before using these sources of history. When anyone write the history, it necessary to take certain precaution before using the sources of history. We have to examine their authenticity and we see which are genuine and which are fake. Which are the genuine and which are the fake? That is a evaluation. That when we take an evaluation, their quality can be determined with the help of the internal standard. We also have to study the integrity of the writers, their personal interest, the period in which they live, and the political pressure on them. See, what is wrote in that line? Anyone cannot write the history without any authentic sources. Anyone write in type of history, first of all it is evaluating. It is also important to see whether they really are hearsay or give any eyewitness account. We need to consider aggression, metaphors, and the literary device they use. There are three hard words. Hearsay means gossip, means afwa failana. Exaggeration means superlative, it means atishoyakti. And metaphor means drama, it means rupak. Their information has to be verified with the help of other contemporary sources. The information may be one-sided, contradictory, or exaggerated. It has to be seen a proper perspective. The sources have to be subjected to a critical analysis. The author impartiality and neutrality are very important in writing history. See, neutrality means impartiality. These all types of sources evaluating and verify. The author's impartiality and neutrality are very important in this writing a history.